rise up on your toes. Big inhale, use the breath. Exhale, melt your heels down. This time, rise up on your toes. As you exhale, melt your heels to the right side of your mat. And again, inhale, heels come back center, rising up on the toes. Then exhale, melt them to the left side of your mat. Feeling the heels melt as you use that exhale. Rise back up on your toes. Exhale, melt your heels down center. We're going to shift out to our high plank. Palms are directly underneath the shoulders. Navel's engaged. Continue to push your heels back. Slowly lower down to your low plank. Chaturanga arms, keeping the arms pushing back. Then you're going to go to up dog or cobra. We're going to hold here for a second. Now I want everybody to sink a little bit deeper in that front leg. Yes. So you see how you found that growth? Use the breath. And palm your mat. Bring the hands down. Step the foot back to your high plank. Holding here for a brief second. Feel the navel in and up. Slowly lower down to your low plank. Breathe into the up dog. Staying in this up dog, stay here. Push through the tops of your feet until you feel your thighs lift up off the mat. So right now you're being active in this pose versus resting in this, because you're all capable of finding growth and becoming stronger mentally and physically. And bringing your thumbs to forehead center. The light in me honors the light in each and every single one of you, and it was an absolute pleasure to guide you in this practice. As we bow together, we say namaste. Namaste.
I want to introduce our board members that are here today. Come on over, everybody. You can introduce yourself. We'll start with Mel right here.
Hello everybody, my name is Niels Rivera Yamafia. Nice to meet you. Hello everyone, good morning, I'm Nick Sullivan.
Hello everyone, I'm Kendall Bryan.
Hey guys, I'm Danielle Terrell.
Hi, I'm Kendall.
These people you see in front of you have worked countless hours and really put in a lot of work to really make this come to life, and I appreciate them to the fullest extent. Where is the show? Oh yeah. Come on over. Before the end of the hour as well. So we'll talk to you later about how you should start and things of that nature, but we want to make sure that we show love to the people that actually put in a lot of time to make this event happen and make sure that we have a great time today. So again, I just want to welcome everyone to the second annual Let's Talk About It Mental Health Awareness Walk.
My way. So I am the founder of Guerrilla Poets, and we are here to do a few pieces for you. We do a lot of work in the community. We're extremely happy to be here. It means a lot to me and Martyr because we also suffer from some mental health issues. I have OCD, and intrusive thought, and also have sleep deprivation, paranoia issues. So I've had sleep deprivation ever since I was a kid. There'd be like strands where I'd stay awake for like 3 days straight. If you have ever been awake for that long, you will know that your burning point ain't working the way it should be, right? So it means a lot for us to be here. It's one of the reasons why we're heavily involved in the community, because mental health does matter. It matters a lot. So can we get a round of applause for everybody just being here and being about this? It goes, I think a lot of times people, like, they talk about it, but they don't really talk about it. And so you guys need to understand too, like, you're not alone. If you do deal with mental health issues, please reach out. Even if you think ain't nobody gonna understand you or nothing, just the fact of letting another person know what you're going through matters. So I'm gonna do an inspirational piece, and then I'm gonna have Marta come up here, and thanks you guys for being here, and thank you for letting us be here. All right. I got a poem burn a hole in the back of my pocket. I got a poem burn a hole in the back of my pocket. I got a hole in my heart where I ripped out a part of it just to write it. I've been searching for you for 32 years to give this to you. 32 years of practice and experience, and I think now I can finally present this. I went through hell to bring it here. Spent time as a love-held slave, spent time digging my own grave, just in the attempt to lay down and feel what it was like to rest, but there was no way. I couldn't even fake it. I had to gather up the strength, find you, and hand it over to who the true owner is. See, these words came from me, but they are not mine. It was always meant for you, all this gained in the grains of time. It was glyphed into my fingerprints, my body its residence, my spirit the key. I kept it tucked in the knots of my laces so no one else could see, for I am your poem. And right here, right now, I will bow down, untie my shoes, and hand it to you. Run these prints across your ears, inhaling my 32 years of faith. Open up my rib cage like angel wings, because we are all higher beings. And this poem I want you to keep, tucked inside your laces, so when you go to walk, you walk with destination. I want you to tattoo it in your fingerprints so you never forget what kind of poem this is. And read it every single day by smiling at your reflection, memorizing everything, even the perfect detailed imperfection. So when you get whipped in some cage you wound up in as a love-held slave, you can remember this and state, I know who I am. And when you go to dig a grave in the attempt to give up, you won't be able to close your eyes, and you will have no choice but to stand up and say no. No, this isn't over. Because I'm poetry in motion, and I got to get up and get going, because I've got a poem burn a hole in the back of my pocket. I got a poem burn a hole in the back of my pocket.
My name is Marquise Love, aka Martyr. That's an acronym for Music and Art Responding to Your Reality. The poem I want, well, first off, how many of y'all heard the phrase black don't crack? I'm sure everybody out here has heard that phrase. Well, the truth is it actually does. What I mean is black cracks because of the mental health and the mental instability within the black community. A lot of us are so afraid to talk about what we're going through simply because we feel like it's just a part of life. This is something you'll get over or whatever, not really realizing that it's a lot heavier than we think it is, or it's a lot heavier than we say it is or want to say that it is. The poem that I wrote is called Black Does Crack, and I wrote it about my aunt. I watched this lady literally age 5 minutes, literally age 20 years and 5 minutes once she heard that my cousin was sentenced to life. See, my cousin had a pretty much a rough background, you know, a lot of robbing, a lot of shooting, a lot of killing, and he just so happened to get caught. She blamed it on herself, thinking that she was the reason that he ended up getting locked up. It was something that she didn't do or should have done as a mother, but she just couldn't make it happen. So the poem I want to share with y'all is called Black Does Crack. Hope you like it. Black does crack, like onyx stone under a gavel, coming down with the pressure of 25 to life when life at 25 was spent stuck behind the butt of a 22. It shatters like porcelain dreams dropped from the height of your mother's expectations. The image of you that she will always seem to paint with the cap and gown, and the diploma that she would likely place adjacent to your baby pictures for your father. The ghost that outlines her imagination to see how far you've come. Black does crack, like the fact that your mother will always be waiting for you to graduate. She will always speak of your future in past tense as if she laid roses beside the chalk outlining your potential. She will bury you in the memory of childhood ambitions, like painting you in the driver's seat of the patrol car they took you away in. She will remember you as the lawyer pleading for your innocence. She will dress you in the judge's robe. She will place the gavel in your hand and the word guilty on your lips, and she will wear your shackles. You see, she will be locked away serving 8-hour shifts at 3 minimum wage jobs in order to avoid the silence that tells her that she's failed as your mother. She will speak of you as if you died within her womb. She will give birth to your ghost and teach it how to walk. She will carefully track her steps and make sure that this time she does it right. She will cast her prayers into the bottomless void that your father created. She will take his face and tape it on hers and show you how to be the man that she wishes your father was, so that one day, when you graduate, she will dress you in your cap and gown and place your diploma adjacent to your baby pictures for your father, the ghost that lives in her imagination, to see how far you've come without him. Thank you.
And I didn't even know what it meant. Only thing I knew was crazy when it came down to mental health, because we don't talk about it enough in our community. When I was diagnosed, I was actually hospitalized. I was in the hospital in a straitjacket. So if you look at me today, you would never know that I was locked up in Duke psychiatric ward, and that I was experiencing symptoms of depression, bipolar. I had manic phases, also with voices. So that's why I really wanted to start Eustress, to teach our community about these different issues, because us being silent about them is not helping us at all. A lot of times we try to revert to just pray about it. That's not going to cut it. My man DJ told me one time before, like, prayer without works is dead. So we have to put in the work. And it starts with us talking about it. But also, not only just talking about it, but then just putting some action to it. Go to therapy if you need to go to therapy. Check on your family members. Also check on your friends. Because when I was going through my bouts of depression and my highs and lows, my friends didn't even know anything about it. I went about 7 years without even telling my friends I was diagnosed. They didn't even know I went to the hospital. I went through a period where I stopped taking my meds. And I started self-medicating with alcohol. I was drinking a fifth of tequila every other day. I did that for 3 years. So, and it's something that is common, especially in the younger generation, when we go to college and we're in high school, and actually when we were young professionals. Because drinking alcohol and doing drugs is socially acceptable. But a lot of times, there's a reason why we're doing that. I was trying to calm down the voices that were in my head. That's why I drink so much. So my friends never really checked me on it. Honestly, I was getting them drunk with me. So they were cool with it. But I really wanted to raise their awareness in our community, and also just to, get your ears and eyes open. Check on your family members. Check yourself. When it comes down to certain things, understand that there's a reason why you get angry, or there's a reason why you feel sad all the time. Like, there's no problem in going to get the help that you actually need. It's not a weakness to go get help.
Are y'all ready to walk? There it is. Let the people in this park know that we are here for a reason. We about to go ahead and kick this walk off. So, Zeal for Life competition team, go ahead and walk off. Go on, walk off.
Big shout out to our title sponsors, Novant Health. And a shout out to our green level sponsors. These green level sponsors are Heroes for Hire, Partners of Behavioral Health Management, Ben & Jerry's, and Excellent Junkies. Our white level sponsors, Mindfulness Counseling and a piece of yoga / mental mindfulness. And last but not least, our vendors, CMPD, Trade Foundation, University Soup Kitchen, and Sock Tips. Thank you all so very much.
And it was hard here. Yeah, that too.
To our photographer, John Mack and Nick Sullivan. I ain't see Nick do a lot. And our videographer, Wayne Betty. And of course, our host for today, our comedian Burpee. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you coming every year and helping us out.